Hey y'all, what's good? This is Robert Jenkins, and on behalf of my brother KhamBrel, I want to say welcome to the Focus LBK Show. You know how we do. We got a real good show for y'all in store today. We're going to touch on what's going on. There's a lot of Christmas events happening around town. We're going to also get into some things that we did when we was out and about. We're going to talk about some good music that you may or may not have heard. And we're going to ask, what's your favorite Christmas memory? We're going to also go down the Prairie dog hole and talk about some pretty wild stuff. And when I say wild, I'm talking about gold bars being sold out and Christian cats
cutting off statue heads.
Yeah, going ham with the swords up in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into any of that stuff, we're going to do like we usually do and send out our universal salutations and greetings. And we're going to say peace to the east.
All the best to the west.
For the folks up north, we say, well, of course.
And all the rest of us down south.
Hey, hush your mouth.
I'm only talking about love.
Me too. Because that's all we do. We focus on LBK. So come on, y'all. It's time to focus.
Laser beam focus.
Laser focus on the LBK. So first we're going to jump right into what's going on. And we've been hyping this event up for 2 or 3 weeks because that's really about how long we've known about it. And it's the Senior Day Out Christmas Party. It's going to be Wednesday, December 20th. So this coming up Wednesday after you hear this. It's going to be at 2 p.m. at the Patterson Library and ages 50 up. Don't make no comments about my beard or none of that, okay? I'm just saying because I already know. I'm in the club. But come on out and join them for food, fellowship, music, and mode at the Senior Day Out Christmas Party. Wednesday, December 20th at the Patterson Library, 2 o'clock. Boom. Bro, you want to hit that keyboard one? Do you have it pulled up?
I don't, but it is the CYD.
Yeah.
At the YMCA.
Mm-hmm.
They have a keyboarding position open for instructor.
That's right. Yeah, that's correct.
The dates, I don't have committed to
I
memory.
believe the dates start on January 18th. Now, you got to do a background check on that. So you want to get in contact with them as soon as possible because I think it takes a week or so for the background check to go through.
Mm-hmm.
But looks like here it's 5 to 6 p.m. Dates needed starting on January 18th, and it's every Thursday or every other Thursday after that. So like February 1st and 15th, March 7th and 21st. You're going to be teaching kids. Got to have a clean background. But it's a very rewarding type of thing. I've been involved with some of those programs before. It's a really dope chance to get involved with the youth. And on top of all that, it's got some pretty good pay on it, man. You get $70 per session. So if you are interested, if you can play that keyboard and teach some of the youth, hit up Jessica Jasper at ywcalubbock.org. And that's Jessica, YESSICA .Jasper, JASPER, Jessica.Jasper at ywcalubbock.org. Hit them up. I wish I could play the keyboard because I'd be up there doing that too.
Man, is it beginner keyboard? Because I might teach.
I know about 5 chords.
Yeah,
you know
I can get you started.
Okay, this is D minor.
Yeah.
This is A minor.
Mm.
And I'm going to have to pull my book out after that.
Yeah, that's what I say. I can get you started on there. Get your posture and everything together. Get your hands, all your fingers lined up on those numbers. And
right.
I can tell you the scale and how to read it, how to start. But I say, hey, we can learn together after that. I might give you half your money back.
And while you're bullhorn, I was telling Jessica, I would take that class. I was like, can I come up there too? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you're not a kid. You are 50 plus. I was like, oh.
She's like, man, that's cool.
She said, you in the senior group. I said, oh, man. Everybody seems to know that. Maybe I should stop talking about it. I don't know.
Maybe they need a senior keyboard class.
Right. They do. Patterson Library. Looking at you.
Yeah.
Put that senior keyboard class on. I'll be at that. Shoot. Well, we also got a Kwanzaa event coming up for those that don't celebrate Christmas or do, but also celebrate the more Black African heritage oriented holiday. They got the Kwanzaa event coming up, and it's going to be Saturday, February 3rd, 2024. So next year, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's also at May Simmons. And if I'm not mistaken, that's that same Saturday they're going to have the Black Business Expo. And y'all should check it out on Facebook because that Black Business Expo, I believe that Friday they're going to be at Mama Ann's Soul Food Kitchen, which we have featured on this show. It's going to be like a mixer that Friday before. Saturday, you got the Black Business Expo. And then later on that evening, you got the Kwanzaa Celebration. And doors open at 5 p.m. All are welcome. May Simmons Community Center. That's Saturday, February 3rd, 2024, 6 to 9 p.m. Boom. Be there or be square.
Already.
So that, I believe, my friends, is what we have as far as out and about. So
Know what's going on.
I'm sorry, that's what we have for what's going on. Thank you for catching that. Because now we finna fade into out and about. Now, if y'all have been checking out the show, I've been running my mouth about going to see this cat down in H-Town now named Yussef Days. And he's a drummer from Britain, young cat. I think he just turned 30 right around the time we went down for that concert. And man, he's like a lot of those cats in London, man. They just killing that the jazz scene. I wish I could go over there, you know what I'm saying? And go to the clubs where they actually be playing that on their home turf, because I bet they be killing it. Mm-hmm. That's how you really enjoy a group, when you can go see them in their spot when they just practicing it and warming up on stuff and playing, working stuff out on stage. But even so, we went down to a place called the Rise Rooftop in H-Town, and man, I had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm not the first dude to like to be out in big crowds and stuff like that. Yeah. But I put my hat on, I put my brim on and tilted it to the side, you know what I'm saying? And got my mind right. And man, we went down there and had a real good time. Yeah. And the venue was like, it was as it sounds like, it was a rooftop venue. It kind of looked like a big greenhouse. Yeah. Huge though. And it was packed, standing room only. Yeah. And my man came out, and one of the things I remember about that concert, and one of the things I liked the most, thinking back on it, we were standing, man, probably from here to that wall, so about 15 feet from the stage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there was a couple of rows of people standing in front of us, but I mean, I was looking right at the dude, you know what I'm saying? All the speakers right on us, you know what I'm saying? Sounding good. And yeah, it was fresh jazz. It was hot. It was live. Saxophone player was blowing. I think his name is Venna. Mm-hmm. His bassist Rocco Palladino was hitting it. He got that. That's a stage name. Yeah. Watch it be his real name. No, my name is Rocco Palladino. It's on my birth certificate. He had his keyboardist. I didn't catch his name, but it wasn't his usual guy. But it was a cat from Texas. Mm-hmm. So it was cool, man. Really. And it was two things that stood out. Sometimes they would play some songs, and then they would just be freestyling. You know how they just be jamming on stage, and they would descend into and the guy's a drummer, so some of the rhythms they was hitting, man, was just straight up African. I could, or you know what I'm saying? It just made, I felt like I wanted to start dancing around in a circle or something. You know what I'm saying? With some fire in the middle. You know, like for real, not trying to be funny. I felt like it was touching something in the ancestral memory and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point I was just like. And they was hitting the little bongos. Oh man, me and my wife, lovely wife, we was just sitting there like just jamming. Yeah. And then so that was good. That was the good part. One of the parts that was not so good, it was a little lady and her crew over here that was just a little too hype for such a crowded event. Mm-hmm. And she's bumping all them and stepping on my feet. And she gonna look at me one time. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on your shoes." And I looked at her. I said, "No, you not. You're not sorry." I said, "Because if you was sorry, you see it's crowded in here. Don't be sorry. Just don't do it." I said, have I stepped on your shoes? No, you right. I was like, I know I'm right.
Yeah. Say, do what you do, but watch my shoes.
Exactly. And I did have on my blue suede shoes. So, you know, don't you step on my blue suede. Actually, I had on. I had on my cowboy boots. No, I take that back. I didn't have on my cowboy boots. I had on some hiking boots. My typical, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, all in all, having said all that, it was a great concert. It was a real good concert. We had a great time. We got a picture down there.
Yeah, glad to hear that.
Yeah. I wish you could have came, man. I don't know if you dig in jazz. We went to that jazzy Christmas concert. How'd you feel about jazz and stuff?
I like jazz, bro. I listen to jazz. Yeah. Yeah,
See, he ain't that much. He almost in the 50+ club.
Almost, but not quite. I'm in the something of it, but not
But
quite.
you in the vicinity of it? So you within striking distance.
Yeah, I can see it, but I ain't quite tell you yet.
He can see it and smell it, but he ain't. Yeah. So man, H-Town was and it was a pretty good little old jaunt down there, and I guess that kind of goes into a new section that we are gonna have, and the new section that we're gonna have, well, we'll get into it after this, because let's go on and talk about what you bumping. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm doing this out of order, but hey, this is live. It ain't no turning back. Because what we wanted to do is go right into what you bumping, and the song that we was bumping, one of the songs that we was bumping down there in Houston is by a chick named Reese. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna play it behind us like we usually do, but y'all got to peep it out. So Reese is she's a criminally underrated artist, man. And she's one of those cats that most people have not heard of. Every time I say her name, people are like, who? And she been out since 2002, or actually, I guess her album was made in like 2000 or 2001 or something like that. And it's kind of appropriate that we was bumping it, because the first time I started playing it was when I was dating my wife at the time, and we was in Houston, and I had my daughter, and we was going to get a present for mom and all that, and we was riding around H-Town, went to the what's it called, the Greenpoint Mall or Greenspoint Mall, I think. I don't even think it's still there. Riding around bumping that Reese. Mm-hmm. And on this song, They Say Vision, one of the things that kind of stuck out to me was the lyrics. And it's like she says, I want to try that drug that people take. And she's talking about that where you don't see reality, that they say vision. And another lyric, she says something like, walking around with a screwed up face, with my heels dug in, trying to leave a trace. So come on. And while we down there rolling, man, we bumping that, and that lyric just stayed on my mind this time. Even though I done played that song like a million times, for some reason it kind of got stuck in my mind. Started thinking about that whole being stuck here trying to leave a trace. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that, I guess, brings us to the thought of the day, or the thought for the week, actually. This is a new section. I didn't flow as smooth as I wanted to on that, but we're gonna make do. Yeah. Thought for the week. And the thought for the week is, kind of ties into what you bump in that song. The thought for the week is, refining our mission helps us determine the correct course of action. And the reason I say that is because when we was down there bumping that Reese, and she said she got her heels dug in trying to leave a trace. And I was like, man, I think ain't everybody pretty much got their heels dug in trying to leave a trace? She walking around with a screwed up face with your heels dug in trying to leave a trace. And it occurred to me that I think that's what we all doing in certain ways. We're trying to leave a trace that we was here, leave a memory of us, leave a positive accomplishment behind us. You know what I'm saying? And then what it really hit me, and it leads into why we kind of changed the site up a little bit, why we changed the name and why we're kind of refocusing here. Focus LBK.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of refocusing this because when I was listening to that lyric and thinking about leaving a trace, and I realized when people trying to leave a trace, that ain't nothing but your legacy. People trying to leave a legacy, you know what I'm saying? And that's when it really hit me that I realized that that's kind of like one of the things that we want this show to be. We want this show to be a way for ordinary people in Lubbock, Texas, to leave a trace of themselves, leave some sign that they was here, show a record of what they did, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we have certain segments on the show already, like Words from the Elders, you know what I'm saying? And Words from the Elders is just that. We walk around and talk to our elders and record it. And you can go back wide, Mr. Nugent. To me, that's what I was thinking about, even kind of subconsciously, not really putting it all together yet. Just knowing that it's important to leave a trace. And I don't know why it took me so long to realize I'm a historian. I'm a trained, historian by training. So I went to school for. Got history books all on the shelf back there, you know what I'm saying? Like, what took me so long to realize that?
Sure.
A little thick-headed sometimes, I don't claim to be the sharpest tool in the toolbox.
Yeah, sometimes the sharp tool ain't the tool you need. You know
That's true too. That's another thought for the week. Sometimes it ain't the sharpest tool; it's the tool you
need
for the job. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, another thing that we kind of do on this show that was already focused on that mission was how we go around and take pictures and interview people and talk to them and let people tell about their activities and what they doing and what their businesses are. That's what we do here, man.
Yeah.
We focus on LBK.
Yep.
Why it had to be so complicated? Why I had to go all the way around the world to come back to the obvious?
Cause sometimes, bro, you gotta go find that flashlight.
Yeah.
Flashlight show you where you at, where you thought you were, and where you need to be. Like, oh, dang, man, what? Hold on, you get to. No, let's go that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we just need that flashlight. Thank you.
And I'm glad we did get that flashlight. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a little eye opening, and you're like, wow, okay, we kind of got the right idea, but we need to recalibrate a little bit and clamp down on that mission. Because again, if once you know your mission, and I wrote about this on, if you look at my Substack site, Moon Mind, I wrote a whole piece about it, thinking about it. What I've always felt like I had a mission to do. I just never realized I couldn't figure out what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has a mission, man. They just don't. Some people realize it, some people don't. Some people get compromised on their journey and all type of variables that go on. You know what I mean? But we all are here for something. It's just if we choose to knock off the rough edges and you know what I mean? Like, not in our pure form, but we have to elevate to the level where that higher conscious of understanding and being and doing and take off with it, man. You don't fight it, trust the process. You know what I mean? It's trust the process. That's my philosophy on life. You know what I mean?
I do.
It's God, my family, and my business. You know what I mean? Taking care of my business, and in all aspects, make that a righteous endeavor in everything I do. That way I don't have to worry about nobody trying to dig up no dirt or do. Man, I'm moving righteously. You know? And everybody has things that they've done in life that you learn from to know what you won't do again. You know what I mean? So, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be a muck raker? Let's muck rake muck or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I bet you it's gonna come to a point where you're gonna be like, well, dang, ain't nothing else. Cause I'll tell you, we can talk about it. I ain't ashamed of nothing. You know, and Some people, man, is driven by ego, power, and money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you very rarely find people who have integrity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because some type of way in there they could be compromised. And then once they find that it's a person that they can't compromise, then they try to find a way to discredit you or discredit your work professionally. You feel what I'm saying? They try to do, but like I'm saying, if you still moving righteously, it don't matter what they doing because everybody see. Like I've never seen that. I ain't never heard.
Mm-hmm.
Saw allegations,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing is concrete because it's not gonna be concrete. It can't be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So saying all that to say, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the flashlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's great to understand what our intentional mission was and focus because that was the focus was Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Focus
And everybody in it that's trying to uplift the city. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter the race, the religious or political affiliate, none of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it you know what, man? It occurred to me because for anybody out there that don't know, me and my family been gone from Lubbock for about 25 years. And we just came back about 2 years ago, getting close, about a year and a half, about a little over a year and a half ago. And when I came back, one of the things that kind of dawned on me is like Lubbock is an island. They call it the hub of the plains, and it is the hub of the plains in the sense of it's the most important city in this region.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at it from another perspective, that means we're an island.
Yeah.
We're kind of alone out here in West Texas.
Yep.
There's a lot of small towns around us, but we're a cultural island unto ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why we have a feeling of being a small town. We have a feeling of being a community because in a way we all we got out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's that whole mind state and that whole feeling that kind of plays back into what our mission is shining a flashlight on Lubbock and the people of Lubbock. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the goings on here, because I find Lubbock to be it's a little jewel in the rough. Was that how you say it? A diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough. Yeah.
It's not perfect, and it's a lot of weird little things about it that you may or may not like, depending on just how you are, what you prefer. But it's a lot of things. Like for example, when I was saying we was down in Houston and it's a 16-hour round trip, and I was saying we spent about that much time in traffic. If you spend 16 hours in traffic in Lubbock, either something is desperately wrong, or you just cruising. You know what I'm saying? One day we was out there for 5 hours running errands, man. Like, cause it take an hour to get down there, and I mean we just sitting there, and in some cases downtown, just barely moving. I was like, okay, I got enough of that when I was on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of that. That's why we came to Lubbock, because it don't exist here.
Yeah.
You got rush minute. You got rush 15 minutes. You ain't got rush hour. You got rush 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And even that 15 minutes ain't nothing like anywhere else that has actual traffic. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazingly good thing.
And then also, too, with it being like Lubbock, is even when it is that traffic like that, man, it's back doors a lot of times where you can go.
For real.
You can hit a whole different little road.
You sure
still
can.
end up over there, you know what I mean? Without all the hustling and bustle of these people in the traffic that didn't take a driver's course or anything.
It's like that time last week when we went to that jazzy Christmas concert. That was a perfect illustration of why we like this area.
Mm-hmm.
Why I like. I don't say we. Why I like this area. So you could have a very culturally significant event. It was fancy. You could dress up if you wanted to, or you could be cool if you wanted to. You could come dress down a little bit if you want to. I saw a little bit of everything. Nobody was tripping. It took me 15 minutes to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Took me 15 seconds to walk in and park and walk in, and we was there. You don't find that nowhere else, man. Those are things that only happen in Lubbock. Because other places that may be smaller than Lubbock don't have enough enough people there to have events like that, for there to be enough variety and enough talent to have stuff like that. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I guess I like Lubbock a lot. I love
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When that fair was here, though, yeah, I think it was probably some people sitting in traffic down in 15 minutes, man. Wait, but I don't know why, because I can think of like 3-4 other different ways to come other than just down to Marshall Sharp and stay in this long extended line.
Yeah,
where everybody's trying to turn down Avenue A. When you can back door, like I can think like right now at the top of the head 4 or 5 ways you can go around all that.
Yep.
You still gonna have to come down Broadway though, but
because I was gonna say I would have swung all the way around and came at it from the east side.
That's what I'm saying. Or you could come from the south, north, east, west, either way.
Just like we say, north, south,
east, west. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't bar Lubbock at all. You know what I'm saying? We came back here on purpose, and I think we made a good move. And also doing a show like this.
Yeah.
How would you? Nobody would care in any other city. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it would be known. I don't even think you would be able to get people to come on the show.
Yeah.
Would you be able to do it at the library? I don't know. Maybe, but
yeah.
Would you be able to just reach out to people and say, hey, we want to come on the show? Oh yeah, come on. Hey, y'all want to come on the show? Yeah, hey, come on. I don't know. I feel like we should make the most of.
And then that's the thing too, is like not begging anybody, man. Like either they do or they don't. You know, and most of the times they do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Emphatically. And we feel the same way about having them. You know what I mean? Like y'all just don't know. We glad y'all wanted to come on and do and speak your piece, because that's what we about. Letting people speak their piece, show their product, extend whatever services they have for the community, anything, all that. Like we with all that.
It's kind of like trying to be a conduit. You know what I'm saying? Or a communications conduit to help communications get to flow through both ways easily. You know what I'm saying? If you have something that you're trying to get out to people, we can help with that. If people want to come on and talk about something, if it's something in the community that they want to get out, I mean, we trying to facilitate communication. All that,
yep. And it would be, I think, in my opinion, to a disadvantage in certain instances not to, because you limiting certain audiences. Right, and that's what we don't do. We don't put ourselves in a box to say, oh, it's just this or it's just that. And we, I stay outside the box, all around the box with the flashlight. You hear me?
Flashlight.
Yeah. Look at hell, man.
Yeah. What y'all know about that?
Straight up.
Flashlight. Of course, when you do that, you can't help but think of Ice Cube too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's yeah, the mission becomes clearer. The mission becomes clearer. Flashlight. And yeah, I was gonna say we don't want to obscure no cameras over there, Mr. Nugent. Everything going well with the switching, getting the thumbs up from our producer.
On the 1s, 2s, and 3s over there,
huh? On the ones. And people, we talking about having people on the show, man. We're also realizing that we have the ability to help people advertise. So if y'all want to advertise with us, you'll notice the new format down here on the bottom of the screen. We got contact info, because we're putting together some packages where we can give you that good hometown touch and that good hometown feel, where y'all saw how we did with Mrs. Shirley Green's Jazzy Christmas concert. Y'all saw how we got out there and mingled with the folks. We talked to people. We take great pictures. We do interviews. You can get a recap video or article. I mean, if you have an event or an organization that you want to get out there,
holla
at your friendly neighborhood team. You know what I'm saying? Friendly neighborhood wall crawler.
Yeah, we gonna show up.
Oh, Spider-Man. On the real, man. So
and to piggyback on that, bro, like all the events we went to, I've thoroughly enjoyed.
Man,
I've thoroughly enjoyed every one of them.
Every single thing we done, I was like, yo, I'm glad we came to this.
Straight up.
And I wish more people knew this was happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we doing what we doing. That's the whole point.
Because the next one, you got to be there, man.
You got to be there.
And a lot of them are family-oriented events, too. So, especially if you're looking for something to take the wifey and the chitlins out, too, you know what I'm saying? And all get out as a family unit and do. And everybody have something to enjoy or at least hold a attention span for a little bit, you know what I mean?
Did you say the wife and the chitlins?
Yeah, the chitlins.
I was gonna say I ain't got no chitlins. My chitlins grown anyway.
Yeah.
They probably smell worse because they grown. Oh, I was mixing metaphors. I'm sorry.
I say sheesh.
That 7th annual dog. It's hard to say the name. In the silence, domestic violence in the silence. It was like a dog truck bike show, concert
/ vendors, food trucks. Man, it was live, bro.
It was great. I know they have stuff like that in other cities, but it wasn't easy to get to. It wasn't as affordable to get into, and it wasn't as laid back and just a wholesome good time. I guarantee it wasn't. So I say, man, you got to enjoy what you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like to hear people talking bad about Lubbock.
But I'm just saying that the truth of the matter is we, as a city, we create the atmosphere at any event. So we can make any event that happen here in our city off the chain, live, or didn't a lot of people show up, or people showed up and was knuckleheads out here, you know what I'm saying, running the crowd off. I mean, it's on us. It's on what we want to do here. Well, you know what I mean? Yeah.
When for 4th of July, we was out there by Ransom Canyon. Apparently, they do like that big firecracker show, a fireworks show, and if you drove out there that day, you saw it was people that just pulled their cars on the side of the road and put up some stadium chairs and unfolded their chairs and went to Dollar General right there and got beer and cigarettes and candy and soda pop and all that stuff and tater chips, and literally just made a show. Just sat on the side of the road and watched a free show.
Chilling. That's what I like about them doing a 4th of July in McKenzie Park. Because we just sit in the garage, man, and just watch the fireworks.
For real.
Yeah.
Lining up. We ain't trying to be too ridiculous just praising Lubbock, but I'm just telling you how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it, man. Some people, I know, I see.
Yeah.
You seem to have on a very nice shirt there.
Yeah.
Parkway, Texas.
Bill Mo Clothing. Shout out to Fresh.
What's my man whole name? Because I know I messed his name up on a previous. Billy Smith. Yeah. Hey, Fresh, I apologize. My editor was slipping. And my editor is me. So yeah, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. But they was see, that's what I'm talking about. We had a good time. We got entrepreneurs on the show. We got people all around Lubbock that just are just regular everyday people doing cool stuff.
And then the lineup of interviews that we had too coming down the pipe, like
we got some pretty good stuff coming down the pipe. Yeah. I don't even know if we want to tell them yet. No, I think we just want to hold. We want to
always hold it up under your hat. Yeah. You understand me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We pull that out. Little when we need a little razzle dazzle every now and then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Razzle dazzle.
Get them with a little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? All right, baby, bubba.
Yeah.
But we do got some off the chain guests, and I wouldn't say off the chain guests. We got some interesting guests coming on. Some people you probably want to hear from. I guarantee you want to hear. You want to hear from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. And sometime I guess this week we're gonna probably put out some of the ones, because we got a couple of them in the hole that haven't gone out yet, and I got one that we probably finna put out. I can think of one or two we're gonna put out. Also, I want to say a note about the Christmas holiday. I don't know if we will be recording during that time frame. We might take that time off, but even if we do, we're gonna put out some dope content because we got a lot of stuff that we have, like I say, deep down off in the bag of tricks that we can come out with and be like, new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, stand by and you'll see. And speaking of Christmas, man, we kind of skipped over. We want to talk about what your favorite Christmas memory was. Do you have a favorite Christmas memory or a good Christmas memory?
No.
He said no.
I don't, man. One vivid Christmas memory I do have, man, is writing to Santa Claus. You know how in the Sears catalog,
oh yeah,
back in the day they used to have a big intricate train set, man.
Oh
but
yeah,
man, I wanted one. You know what I'm saying? So I did everything that you're supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know he checks his list. He looks at his list and he's checking it twice.
Yeah.
And he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
Word.
Yeah. So I was like, he ain't gonna miss me this year, right? Finna get this train set, right? I done wrote this man a letter. You know, I ain't been on no shenanigans or nothing. You know, I've been on my best behavior. Cool. All right. Christmas Eve. You know how you can't go to sleep on Christmas Eve. You just anticipating visions of sugar plums dancing in my head. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. But anyway.
Because most of the time you're like, sugar plum?
What is that? Sugar plum? I'm up. I hear a little small commotion going on, you know. So
reindeer
I get on the ground army style as I crawl through. No, I'm just playing, but you know, I sneak.
You did, you ain't playing. You know you crawled through the house army style.
Yeah. So I sneak to the door, you know, open the door, peep out through there. No, see Santa Claus. See my mama. That was the end of that.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no Santa Claus. Because after that, ain't nobody else came. Didn't nobody else come through.
Yeah.
And everything I saw her pulling through there, bicycle and all that. See my mom put my bicycle together. Come on, man. Santa Claus, you out of there, sir. You know what I'm saying? You out of there, sir.
Yeah.
Because since then, I ain't seen, that train set ain't come, bro.
Oh, man, you didn't get the train set?
I did, man. And this is off on a tangent right now. But we were in Louisiana, I believe. No, we were in Florida and in Miami, and we were in the mall, and it was a Starbucks. My wife was trying to get to the Starbucks, and we went. It was like we looked at the little little map thing. So okay, we going through here, and we had to go through it was a department store, but some kind of way the thing was in the middle or something weird, but. Saying all that to say, bro, I'll show you the pictures afterwards, man. They had this big intricate, man, the train set, bro. It had a yacht, amusement park. It had, man, everything and anything you could think, even stuff you wouldn't think would be on the train set, man. And while they getting caught, I'm just sitting there looking at it, thinking back in my head, man, Santa Claus played me, bro. Like, I feel played right now. Grown man, yeah. I'm thinking back. I'm mad. I was sour about that, man. Like, best, you know. And then another one is with my daughter. You know, at school they perpetuate that nonsense. So she come with a Christmas list that they done wrote at school for Santa Claus, right? And I say, okay, babe, put that list on the icebox, and then on Christmas. We're going to see what Santa Claus brought you off that list. Christmas came. Said, babe, go get your list. She came with your list. I want you to scratch off everything Santa Claus brought you. Needless to say, nothing was scratched off. I said, man, you know what you should have did? Either your grandma, one of your nanas, your mama, your dad. Yeah, you see, I promise you, if you would have let one of us know you wanted something instead of secretly telling this cat that these people trying to tell you finna come, that I promise you that dude is not gonna pop up in his house. I guarantee you.
Wow, you a Grinch, dog.
Man, I'm a realist. I deal with reality all the time.
Yeah,
man.
I see.
Like,
I see.
I'm not, because I'm just saying, I say that because I saw my mama, bro.
Oh,
and to understand as I got older, the sacrifices and the things that my mama went to to make sure we had Christmas, it wasn't fair to her that I was giving all mine to some imaginary figment of people's imagination instead of saying thank you, mama, and striving all year to be nice and doing right in my mama's eyes. You feel what I'm saying? So she instead
of worry about trying to be a better person for Santa Claus.
You feel me? So my mama can see and she feel like what I deserve. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of like, so this sucker here won't take the trash out. I can't get him to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was sneaking in and out all hours of the night. But allegedly, yeah. You know. But yeah, man, and that's why I say that's the only emphasis that I put on any of that is that where's the meaning truly at? Because I saw a lot of people get caught up in just the gifts and not even the giving, but the get. They just what they gonna get, and they open and they just throw it over here. Man, come on, bro. Like, I don't need, like Pop say, man, your presence is present enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, that's but I mean that goes into the deeper meaning of what is Christmas anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like one of the things that I have good Christmas memories growing up, but one of the things that has kind of sours me on Christmas nowadays is because my whole working career as an adult, the places that I've been, people say stuff like "Happy Holidays," and that right there is negating the whole reason for the season, because it's Christ is the reason for the season. You know what I'm saying? And nobody says "Happy Holidays" for Halloween. They say Happy Halloween. Oh, and you know that's a dubious holiday, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I love Halloween. That's my favorite holiday personally. But it's historically not based on anything positive and uplifting. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, it was times in history where Christmas was banned.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't always what we traditionally would have been taught to think what Christmas is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now it's a little more watered down, try to be a little more jolly. And like I say, it's about cookies and stockings and candy canes and you know what I'm saying? And trees and lights and all. But like you say, where's I don't know, man. I don't want to, because I don't bash people on their beliefs or any of that, because at the end of the day, how do we prove or disprove anything?
You don't know anything. You think you know stuff, but you don't.
Because check this out. As any point that you can argue, there's just as many facts on both sides. So who's really right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's one of the things the only thing you got to be careful of with that is what I've noticed. You don't really get to hear both sides of the story. Nowadays, there's a narrative. So when you watching TV and the news and all that, most of that narrative falls predominantly on one side. And I don't think a lot of people think about the fact that you're not hearing the other side of the story. You just going with what side A says. It's like a album back in the day. You got a side A and a side B, and it's good tracks on both sides. You need to be able to look at that and make up your mind.
Yeah, just have discernment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Whether it's political discernment, spiritual discernment,
any kind of discernment,
financial discernment.
Right.
I mean, you just gotta understand how to be able to look through the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be there,
and it's intentional. Like people intentionally put bogus information in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not thorough, you know gonna be somewhere. You're going to be led astray.
And a lot of times, official sources put bogus information in the mix. You don't be like, don't listen to them because they're conspiracy. Don't listen. The misinformation half the time comes from the official sources.
Yep.
But that's a down the prairie dog hole conversation right there. And we finna have some good stuff down the prairie dog hole. But before we do that, y'all, let me tell you about two things we did on Christmas. Two of my favorite Christmas memories. And Nate, you might chime in on one of these. You might remember. So be listening and thinking about it and see if you remember. And also double check me on my memory. You know I'm in the 50+ club, so I might be confusing that with Thanksgiving. I can't remember. This one. I'm like, I think that was Christmas. But I got a picture. Look down in the show notes. I got a picture of me and Pops, and I had that was in like 82, and we had first moved into our new crib out in the west side of town, and man, Pops and them got me. Okay, so they got me a Huffy. I had a yellow Huffy. That mug was dope. That mug's so dope. I still to this day I got poems about it and stuff. You know, well, not about it, but lines in my poetry. I say, little child running wild, hair just as red, through the fields, over curbs, Huffy bike sped. You know what I'm saying? Ride till something through the fields, over Huffy bike sped, something, ride till I'm dead, or at least till the street lights shine on my head. I know about that. Stay tuned. I might kick that one for real. That'll be another Puppets and Profits right there. But anyway, that Christmas right there, when I got that yellow Huffy, that was a dope present. And going back to your point, I was already kind of suspecting. I was about 7-ish, something like that, 6, 7. I was already suspecting and pretty sure Santa Claus was bogus. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And because I think I had. You talking about crawling like army men. I did crawl like an army man and peeked around the corner and I saw my parents doing something by the tree. I was like, see. But before that, when we had moved into that house, we had a fireplace. And I remember looking up the chimney and it's like 6 inches wide. You know, it's a pipe, maybe 8 inches diameter. And I remember thinking,
how he gonna get through that?
Can't fit through that.
He sure ain't gonna be able to get through there with no cookies in his hand. You know what I'm saying? All that.
I thought if you look at the whole fireplace, it looked wide, like he can slide down. But when you realize it's a 8-inch diameter pipe, I was like,
yeah. And then another one is when you like, Mama, let's leave some cookies and milk out for Santa. Yeah. Well, we can leave the cookies, but Santa Claus don't like milk.
Yeah.
how you know Santa Claus don't like milk?
Because she talked to him. She kissed him, don't you? And then you hear that song?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I don't. Yeah. You know, man. I'm looking for Santa Claus. But I told my babies, I say, like as far as the Tooth Fairy and Easter Bunny and all that go, I told them and Santa Claus, I say, man, if it's ever somebody in this house and they telling you, shh, don't tell you that. I said, man, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, that ain't good. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to teach my baby.
That is a bad lesson to teach.
Understanding, yeah.
Actually, man, bro, you that you right. That is a bad lesson to teach kids, that you supposed to keep a secret from your parents about somebody being in their house.
Cause you thinking they something or somebody that, man, come on, man. We don't know, not on my watch.
I get that.
No.
Another good Christmas, and Mr. Nugent, you chime in if this is. You remember that time for Christmas we went in San Antonio? Oh, you was a kid. You might not remember anyway.
I was a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we went to I think the food bank. We donated some food to the food bank, and we went down there and worked at the food bank to put together some boxes and stuff. And man, honestly, I was humping. I felt like I probably should have got a little pay for that. You know what I'm saying? I say, oh, they working me hard. Yeah. I'm breaking a sweat over this one. That's the way I roll. That's the way I do things. I realized I didn't have to do it that hard. That's just the way I be. That's me. Nobody else was breaking a sweat. That was just me. But I thought that was a pretty good Christmas. I felt somewhat fulfilled, and it was a different way to do it than just sitting around opening presents. You know what I'm saying? I think we did get some presents, but I think,
and which is nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I guess, you know what I mean? As long as you keep the focus, to me, in my humble opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's about family, make it about family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If it's about Christ, make it about Christ.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
And if it's, that's kind of, I guess, where Kwanzaa comes in on things, trying to keep things less commercial and a little more focused. Focus is the key word of this episode. Have y'all noticed? Focus, LBK. Keeping things focused keeping the focus where it belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Belongs on family and on Jesus and on togetherness and selflessness, not selfishness, selflessness.
Mm-hmm.
minusing the self out of things. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah. Anyway, Lubbock, man, y'all, LBK, y'all got a lot of good stuff to do around town. Don't forget about that Kwanzaa celebration coming up in February. Don't forget about December 20th, that Patterson Library Senior Day Out. Don't forget about that CYD. Need some keyboard players. It's all kind of stuff. It's a lot of good things going on. If y'all have some stuff going on, y'all see the information down here. Hit us up on down here at the contact info you see, and let us know, man. We'll talk about it. If you want to come on the show, hit us up too.
Most definitely.
We'd love to talk to you and your crew about what it is that you do. See, I told you I'm a poet.
And yeah.
And knew it too.
Yeah, and know it. And I know it.
And
then I know it.
Yeah. Now we gonna get down for those that are paid.
Get down.
Who is that? UTFO. Get down. I ain't gonna say the second part.
Rest of
it. What y'all know about that? If you know about get down, get down.
Yeah, then you know Pimp C remixed it.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
Show can't mention that one.
Right. It is a family show. It is a family show. However, down the Prairie Dog hole, which is where we finna go, is man, it's gonna be a deep conversation. So y'all come on with us if you're a paid subscriber. We're gonna talk about some interesting stuff going on.